How does post ensure your operating system boots correctly? Imagine turning on your computer and everything coming to life smoothly. That's thanks to a process called power on self-test, or post. It's like a health checkup for your computer's hardware right after you press the power button. Post runs automatically as soon as your machine powers on. Its main job is to make sure all the essential hardware components are working properly before the operating system starts to load. It checks the central processing unit, which is the brain of your computer, to see if it's functioning correctly. It tests the system memory, also known as random access memory, to ensure there are no errors that could cause problems later. Post also examines storage devices like hard drives or solid-state drives to confirm they are connected and ready. Input and output devices such as keyboards, mice, and display screens are checked too. If Post finds any hardware issues, it doesn't just ignore them. Instead, it alerts you through beeps or messages on the screen, so you know what needs fixing. This process is vital because it confirms that the hardware environment is stable. If there's a fault, the operating system might not load properly or could behave unpredictably. Post acts as a gatekeeper, preventing the system from moving forward until everything is in order. Once Post finishes successfully, the system firmware, either basic input-output system or unified extensible firmware interface, reads the boot configuration stored in a small memory chip called complementary metal oxide semiconductor. It then locates the master boot record on the bootable device, which contains the code needed to start the operating system. No matter what type of operating system you use, Windows, Linux, or macOS, Post plays a universal role. It makes sure the hardware is ready for the next step in the boot process. Without Post verifying hardware health, the operating system might fail to load or run with hardware faults that could cause crashes or data loss. In practical terms, Post helps prevent frustrating boot failures caused by hardware problems. It makes troubleshooting easier by catching issues early. It also ensures a smooth transition from powering on your computer to actually running your operating system. This process is especially helpful when you have multiple operating systems installed, as Post guarantees the hardware is sound before any OS-specific bootloader takes over.